So as you can see from the video title, I took on someone's request. Someone on our Discord server messaged me personally and asked for a favor. And of course, I would do it because he agreed to pay me fairly. And that request was about a month ago, or at the start of this month, the start of June. And well, I finally completed the request, but I still haven't given the items he requested because he has a message back. I don't know if it's because I took too long or like he's doing something right now, but whatever the reason, it doesn't really matter. If he still wants it, then sure. And also, if you have requests for me, like similar to what I'm about to tell you of what happened, then go right ahead, join our Discord server, message me, ask me to do something, and depending on what it is, I'll most likely do it as long as, well, I get paid fairly for it, because there's some things that people just don't want to do, and instead would just rather buy it off someone. Like, let's say you want a... What do I have? Like, let's say you want, like, some materials. A lot of materials for minions, which is the example that I'm gonna be putting here because that's what the request was about. So let's say you want let's say right here, tarantula minions is what I'll use as an example. You need a bunch of tarantula silk, and that takes some tarantula webs and enchanted flint. But let's be honest, no one wants to buy a bunch of tarantula silk because it's expensive in the auction, not auction house, the bazaar. No one wants to grind for Spider Slayer because let's be honest, Slayer's honestly kind of boring. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the problem. People just don't want to do it because it's either boring, they would rather do something else. And another problem for what I just said is flint. You need enchanted flint, and a good amount of it if you want to make your own tarantula silk, which is what I did for most of my minion upgrade. Not most, some of it. And that really helped a lot. So if you need something like that, like materials, if you want me to get you a specific item, then go right ahead, message me, and depending on what it is, I'll most likely do it for you. But this situation, in this case, it was getting 200 stacks of Enchanted Cactus green. Now, the problem with this is one, my farm is honestly relatively small. It's on the smaller side. And just looking at this, a lot of people who haven't made a cactus farm before, they would think this is really big. Like, it's a lot of cactus. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how many blocks it is, but it is pretty big on a visual side for anyone who has never seen a full-size cactus farm before. But to be honest, this right here is actually a relatively small farm. It's small because I didn't want to destroy my island. That would have gotten destroyed. That would have also gotten destroyed. And I didn't want to do that. So I just eyeballed random a random amount of blocks until I had a square. And this is what I came up with. So 200 stacks. That's fine. That's easy. All I had to do was do what I always do. Just sit right here. Sit right here. Just AFK. And that's all I had to do. Until I had 200 stacks, which is right here. You can see, I have 4 double chests. I have a little more. A little more than 200, but that's okay. So why this took so long and why that might honestly be the issue here on why he's probably not responding is because this took a whole month. And why it took a whole month is because internet problems. I just kept getting kicked out, and honestly, it's been happening a lot more frequently since, well, there's a lot of stuff going on my island. I have 25 tarantula minions, tier 9, all going at the same time. I have a cactus farm. I have items just laying everywhere since some of these hoppers are actually full. Cactus farm works really fast, especially for its small size. And I only have one hyper furnace working also. And I also have some droppers and a bit of redstone. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it honestly is, especially if you have a computer that is relatively old and has it literally takes me about 30 minutes to get my Minecraft performance, like game performance and FPS to be like this. And this isn't even like that good since I do lag every once in a while. So I had to try to fix the issue. I had computer problems, so I tried to fix it, which I for the most part have. And well, that is the main problem. The second problem is my AFK time, which goes well with my computer issues. And the third problem is I have personal things to do myself, and to be honest, things have been getting a lot busier for me. And that's another reason why it took a long time. So if you do have a request like this, where I have to get a bunch of materials for you, that was a really far reach. But yeah, if you have a request where I have to gather a bunch of materials, then be patient with me and just wait. Just wait until I get it done. And the best part about doing this is that you don't have to do it yourself because you have me doing it. I'll be the one doing the work for you. All you have to do is pay a reasonable price, literally. I just told them for the price, just figure out what 200 stacks of Enchanted Cactus green is for a bazaar buy order, and that'll be the price. So it'll be like him buying from the bazaar. Because I think he mentioned that in the bazaar, cactus greens will take forever, right? Yeah, cactus green will take absolutely forever, even though I personally think he would have gotten it done already if he just went up for it and just got it from here. So let's say, what's the buy order? Let me figure that out. So how many stacks are in a chest? Oh, he wanted 200 stacks. And how do I calculate this? Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay, so I think he wanted about 12,800 cactus green, since all I did was multiply the amount of stacks he needed with 64, since that's the amount of stacks, or that's the amount of items in a stack. And that's the number I came up with. Let me just do it again real quick to make sure. Yeah, 12,800. So he would have to pay me 12,800, just 11.5 million. And to be honest, that's not a lot. It really isn't. You could literally make that on your first day of playing. Since to be honest, this game these days, it's relatively easy to progress from early game to mid game on your first day. Actually, even in just a few hours. In just a few hours, if you do the right things, you can progress from early game to mid game. And if you continue doing the right things, you can get to end game or late game at least in like a few days. So it's really not that difficult. But if you do have a request for me, then as long as you can pay fairly, I'll do it because I do not want to get banned for boosting. Because this is technically, it technically is considered a trade. You're paying me money in order to get specific items. That's normal. That's why there's a trading feature in this game. So you can trade with other players. If you get banned for that, if you're actually trading something, then I don't even know what to say anymore. But yeah, if you have something, then just message me and I'll go ahead and do it. And hopefully this guy answers soon, whether he still wants my cactus green or not, since I'm just holding it. If he doesn't want it, then I'm just gonna craft it to Enchanted Cactus and keep it with me until I have to sell it. But if not, if he actually does message it and ask for the Enchanted Cactus green, then I'll give it to him. But for now, I'll end it here. And like I said a few times already, if you have a request for me, then go right ahead, ask right away. And who knows, I might put you in a video showcasing your request and my completion of it. So for now, I'll end it here, and we'll see you next time.